How you doing?
I'm great.
Yeah?
How
long you been here?
Like 20 minutes.
Okay.
It's not so
You won't
bad.
win though, thanks. We hadn't eaten because we came in from New York this morning. It was, and customs was long today. When we got in, it was packed over there. So, and we finally got through, so we're all good now.
Well, as long as you're here for the show.
Yeah. And believe me, I started, so we better get there. You know, so it's okay. We're good now.
It's not so bad.
Yeah.
So you've been on tour for a while now.
Yeah, this is the second week. You know, it's weird because we've been playing a lot of shows near in the New York vicinity where I live. Mm-hmm. So I've been lucky enough to go home every night. Like we play Connecticut, I go home that night. New York, I go home. You know, if we play Long Island, I can go home to my house. So it's been the last week. I've been able to bring my son to school in the morning and play the show at night. So it's a little rough because you get up at 6 and then you have the long night and the late show and all that stuff. But it's been fun. So it's nice to come here. We flew here today, and I'm excited about tonight's show. It's sold out. I know it's always raging here, so we're really excited about it.
And the rest of the shows tour all went well for you?
It's awesome. We are having a ball, man. You know what it is? Because we're in the studio and we're doing the new Anthrax record. We're in the mixing stages. We've been working pretty hard on that thing, and it's nice to get out and just let it all out. You know, just rage again. So it's a really good time for Anthrax right now. We're tight as a band. Everybody's getting along really well. So we know there's something special going on.
And when you're done with the tour, you're going out with Motorhead again on the motorboat.
Dude, that's what's scary. Because, and then you got to remember this, not only Motorhead, but my other buddies, Slayer. There's a lot of bands on that, and there's a lot of booze on that boat. So, yeah, you got to kind of get prepared for that. You got to get your tolerance to the liquor up, because they should call that a booze cruise, because there's a lot of things going on there. But we have a lot of fun. Great shows. You could always, on any night, you could go see a great show, which is always fun. So I get to check out a lot of cool bands, which is nice. So I'm looking forward to the motorboat.
And you've been on those kind of shows before. What do you think of those new novelty shows?
Well, I don't even know I think it's the way of life now with those ships now. They do well with them. So I mean, they sell so much liquor. The last motorboat we did, they said they broke a record for how much booze was ever sold on a ship. I mean, they told us that as we're getting off the boat. And I could see everybody's going crazy. We were part of it, but we had a lot of fun. It was a good vibe, So and look at this. It's a fun bill, man. It'll be good. It'll be a good time.
And what can go wrong when you put a ton of metalheads and ton of booze on a ship, right?
Well, you could sink. That would suck, but
at least the bottles float, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, we'll sink because we drunk. We go down, but we just have a good time. So this is nice. We've been touring with Motorhead. There's so many tours we've done with them already. We're very much a family kind of vibe with those guys. Mm-hmm. Even their crew, the whole thing is very like a family tour. So it's very comfortable. We come in, everybody's saying hello and hanging out and all that good stuff. It's just fun.
And new Anthrax album, can you tell us anything about it yet?
I can't wait for, everybody has to sell their new record. I just want people to, if you like worship music, I think everybody's going to be happy, because I'm a fan of this music, and I can't stop listening to it. I'm really excited. I can't wait to play the new stuff. It's very challenging and it's the next step from worship music. I really feel good about it. I mean, everybody has to sell their record. It's the new record, blah, blah, blah. But I think we're in a good place writing-wise. So if you like worship, then we're in a good position.
So it's kind of like upwards continuity for Anthrax.
Heavy as shit. I'm so psyched about the heaviness of the record, and plus you have Joey Bello on vocals. If you like Anthrax, that's what the Anthrax is. It's like a lot of heavy riffs with great melodies on top. So with Joey's vocals, so it's really, I'm just psyched about it. I'm really. I don't want everybody to. Everybody has to have their own ears on it. So I can't wait for people to hear it, and I think they'll be really happy. I am. I'm super excited about it.
Mm-hmm. You've been part of many projects, like Metal Alliance. They're actually having an album coming out today. I don't think.
I didn't play on it. I didn't write anything on it. I wish them luck. They're good for. We played Metal Allegiance yesterday in New York City at Best Buy Theater. Scott, Charlie, and myself, because we had a night off, and that's why we flew in today. It was fun. It's just a bunch of friends getting together and jamming. So it was just a lot booze. There's some booze there, but a lot of fun, a lot of people. It was just a good vibe. So get to jam some stuff. We did. I sang some Kiss songs. I played some Iron Maiden songs on bass. So what could be wrong with that? It was a lot of fun. But I wish them luck on the record. I think it came out. Yeah, did it come out here today too?
Yeah, today.
Cool. Well, good luck to them.
Do you think there's a chance of bringing that kind of project up north to Canada, or?
I'm sure there is. It takes, I guess, somebody to make a call to the Metal Allegiance people and say we want it. But we have fun doing it. But I don't know. I'm not. I'm not in that Metal Allegiance band. I just jam with them. But it's fun. They're good guys.
And you're also having a project with David Lefson.
Yes.
Altitudes and Attitude.
Yes.
You've recorded some new stuff earlier this year.
Yeah.
How's this coming along?
Really, again, there's a lot going on, and I thank you for saying that. We don't forget our day jobs. Our day jobs are Anthrax and Megadeth. So we have to finish that first and make that come out, and then that's behind. After that stuff, that comes out. We'll put it out next year after the Anthrax and Megadeth cycles come out. So because we have day jobs and we don't want to get in the way of our records coming out. So David and I we're really excited about what we have.
Yeah, and you play a lot of different stuff with all those projects.
I do.
What's the weirdest thing you could hear on the Anthrax tour bus?
God, dude, the one thing about Anthrax, people ask this question when we listen to. We listen to everything because you can't be just one-sided, man. You have to be open to make your music be different. I think I think we've always been like that since we were younger. I don't want to close myself off. I'll listen to anything once, and if it hits you, good. If it doesn't, then you don't listen to it anymore. But I like to try anything, But it could be anything. It could be R&B, it could be rap. It doesn't matter. Metal, whatever. And then you'll know if you like it. Like it's a personal thing. Like I love music. I want to give anything a shot because we're all sponges. It just comes into the sponge. It might come out in writing one day, So I don't think you should ever close yourself off.
And who picks the music in the bus?
Anybody, because you know what we do on say we have a night off. We have iPod night, and we'll just play. Everybody gets a chance, and it'll be fun. Everybody has a drink. We'll just groove into it. It's a good thing. Everybody gets their piece of it. Crew, we have a band and crew usually travel together. So everybody gets a shot, and it's a really good vibe.
And you've been touring around for a long while with Anthrax.
Look at me, yeah.
And is there something that you've learned on the road that you wished you knew earlier on when you started?
How hard it is. I didn't know. It got harder to travel now with security and everything through airports and stuff like that. But I appreciate what the tour bus. I appreciate the tour bus because airports, it's just like I was just in line at the airport. It's just with security and everything, like long lines and stuff like that. I learned to appreciate my bunk in my tour bus. That is my home. I love that. Tonight I can't wait to get back to it. So.
And you're a family man.
I am.
You said so yourself.
I am.
How hard is it to go out on the road when you have family waiting for you at home?
Very hard because I have a 9-year-old son who is everything to me. That's why I live. It's very hard to be away, and that's why I try to get home as much as I can. But this is what we do, and you have to realize the record business isn't what it used to be. So everybody has to stay on the road a lot longer, and it's really tough. But at the same time, you have to eat.
Yeah.
You have to eat. You have to make a living. So we're on the road a lot more. But I love the road, so it's a balance. I thank God for FaceTime. FaceTime, it helps a lot. They can talk to him every night. It's really important to me because I didn't have a dad to be a great dad. And I try to do everything I can to be a great dad. So if this is what I have to do to make a living, so be it,
And the compromises are not too hard to make?
It's always hard. It breaks your heart. You can't be there for a lot of cool stuff. I wasn't, a lot of my son's birthday, stuff like that. Sometimes you have a gig and it is what it is, but you have to make a living. Like every other person in the world, we have to make a living.
Mm-hmm. You said the industry changed a bit in the last few years. What's your take on the current affairs in thrash metal?
No, it's not only thrash. It's everywhere around. It's any music. There's no record sales because illegal downloading is that's the way it is now. So you can't rely on the record sales the way you used to. So now it's all about being on the road and supporting yourself like that. So because you can't rely on record sales anymore because everybody gets it pretty much for free, right? So it's still I don't know if there is a record business anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that we put out records, but the business of it, I think it's completely different because so many people get it for free, and they haven't figured it out yet, have they? Right?
And there's a lot of new bands that you can listen to nowadays because they all put out their music for free.
Right. It's hard. It's hard because there's so much coming out. There's a lot of new bands, which is cool. And I like to see. Hey, I'll tell you something, man. I like there's a whole new generation of music coming out. Thankfully, because I don't think there's enough players out there. You know, I want to see the younger generation come up and be the new thrash bands, whatever you want to call it, new rock bands. I look forward to that because I want to see this continue after we retire. You know, one day.
And if you have one of those young bands that you'd have to recommend to anyone,
we're on tour with we're on the Motorhead tour. They're not on tonight, but they're friends of mine. I like their music. Crowbot. Have you heard of Crowbot?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I like that band. If you're asking me about a new band, yeah, I would say check them out. They have a lot of good energy, good guys, good music. It's like a 70s vibe.
Yeah, they were with you on the last tour. Right?
Yeah, they were with us a lot. We have the same booking agency, but I watch them a lot. I think they have a lot of great potential. You know.
And you said that bands are getting older. And
we all get older.
We have to face the music, right? And what do you think is going to happen with the big music events like Heavy Montreal that we have here in Vakken, where all the big bands are going to stop touring?
But it seems, like Heavy Montreal, how great is that? It's so cool every year. I don't think you have to worry about that. Look, everybody gets older, bands get older, but you know what? There will be, the cream will rise to the top. I think people, if they really want this music, they'll make other bands get to the top and stuff. I don't really worry about that stuff. As long as there are bands playing, I think people will come. I do, because I believe in this music.
What do you think that's the recipe for a perfect Anthrax live show?
Energy, dude. It's just about, you know what the thing about an Anthrax show is? You have us 5 lunatics on stage, right? I think when the crowd feeds it and it becomes one, that's the great thing. You get that total vibe from each other, pushing off each other and making it this energy. It becomes this great energy, but it's not just the band, it's the crowd, and that I think it all becomes one. When that thing becomes one, that energy, wow. That's, for me, that's why I do it, to feel that. It's a drug. It's a total drug, man. And then to this day, I'll look forward to tonight. A sold out show in Montreal. I'm so stoked, man. That never leaves you. That never leaves you, dude. It really does. I'm more excited now than I was when I started because I think we have something to prove. I think we Anthrax. A lot of people say that Worship Music was our best record to date. That's a really great compliment. We're all humbled by that, but we know we have something to prove. It's a very hungry band. I can tell you that as a band member, it's a very hungry band.
Yeah, I mean, you still have to put some new stuff out if you want people to listen, right?
I agree, and that's funny. I say when people ask, why do you put new music out? You just play the old stuff. I don't want to just play the old stuff. We're songwriters. We're artists. You can't do that. Fans want to hear new music. That's just the way it goes, man. So I'm excited for the future, dude. I'm stoked. I can't wait till you guys hear this, the new stuff. It's a good time for Anthrax. So I'm stoked for the future.
How hard is it to pick a set list because you have a big catalog?
Dude, it's so hard at this point because you want to try to please everybody, but you can't. All you can do is just give what you got, and try to mix it up a little bit to make everybody happy. We have to be happy. Fans have to be happy. So again, there's the balance. So there's a lot of songs. It's a long career.
Is there one that you rarely get to play or never get to play that you really want to?
It's funny. We've been playing this song on some headline shows. This song from Spreading the Disease called "Lone Justice." That's fun. We just brought it out, and it seems to work with the crowd. They just like it. It's fun though. It's a song like "Lone Justice" from Spreading. That's fun. I would call that song.
Do you have any surprises in the set list tonight?
I don't know. We haven't talked about it yet. As we speak right now, I just ate dinner, and we'll probably talk about it soon because we're on in a couple hours or something.
So you just figure it out along the way. There's nothing set in stone before.
It's got to be spontaneous, right? You play the obvious songs that people want to hear, but it's nice to mix it up too. So, and I don't know how long we have. 50 minutes, 45. I'm not sure tonight how long we have. I haven't looked.
Written up here.
Oh, we have an hour, so it'll be fun. You'll like the set. There's a lot of songs.
I'm pretty sure any Anthrax is good anyways.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, man. We like to mix it up. It'll be. There's a lot of energy. I can promise you that. So.
Mm-hmm. And one last thing.
Yeah.
If you have one thing to say to all your Montreal fans, what would it be?
Our Montreal fans, I completely enjoy coming here because I feel the energy as I cross the border because you know what you're gonna get. They're right here in your face, and I love that. Every time we come, they never disappoint, and that's not a kiss ass thing. It's the truth. They never disappoint, and thank you for always being there for us.
And we have Canadian beer.
I'll have some of that tonight.
Thank you very much, Frank.
Cool, man. Thank you so much.